the Barbarian Dad, and today I want to talk to you about my experience as a white belt. I had 3 stripes on this thing when it came out. Moving to a blue belt. I recently got promoted to blue belt, which I was pretty excited about. It took me a year and 2 months. That was what it took for me to get there. And that was really pushing it. So I just wanted to talk to y'all about that, my experiences with it, the good, the bad, the ugly, so to speak. That. So first off, I've given my perspective on white belt before. Being a white belt is showing up. Okay? You got to show up consistently. You got to show up as much as you can. For me, that's usually 3 days a week in the morning. So you got to make that, some time work. A lot of people come in the afternoon. Some people are able to come, 4 or 5 days a week. But I'm talking to the average fella here, right? I'm not talking to the people that are out there trying to compete with the guys that are out there living at the gym, training 3 or 4 times a day and teaching the rest of the time and living in a big, bachelor pad with 6 other dudes doing the same thing. I think that's great, and that would be a fun lifestyle if I were like 18 or 19 years old, but I'm not. I'm the Barbarian Dad. I've got kids and a wife and all that kind of stuff, and I always wanted to do martial arts, right? I always kind of loved watching kung fu and martial arts films and all that kind of stuff, action films, but I didn't get started until I was 36, or maybe it was 35. To me, a year, 2 months. Yeah, so it's probably 35 when I started. I'm an older guy starting out in martial arts. Not that I didn't play, I played football when I was younger, ran track, lifted weights. I tried to keep in shape as much as I could. So I am somewhat athletic and fit-ish, but, I started late. So I would say, first off, jiu-jitsu is for anybody. It's not just for somebody who is fit. This is for, somebody who's overweight, big, small, young, older. There's a guy who's 55 years old. He's a 3rd-degree black belt. His name's Ray. What's up, bud? And he whoops my butt when we go in there. I mean, if I'm going to get hurt, it's probably going against Ray, because he is just great at applying technique forcefully, right? But all that being said, is being a white belt is a challenge, and if you stick with it, there's a lot of people it takes 2 years. Nothing wrong with that, 2 years to get your white belt or to get your blue belt from white belt, right? I think some of the things that made me successful in getting that at that just a little over a year mark were dedication and showing up. Regardless if you have an injury or not, and sometimes you're gonna get injured, just learning how to train around that and having dedication. Unless your arm's been removed, getting up there and training. The only times that I go to training were if I were sick with a communicable disease, because I want to be a good training partner and a good friend to the gym, so that I wasn't, spreading anything. And then, if I was on a family vacation or out of town for business, I wasn't going to go. But other than that, that's what that is. Some things I could have done better is try to show up for night classes when I could. Again, that's hard. I got children, so I want to have that family time, and then also going to more open mats. So I have been to 0 open mats to drill. That's usually because they're on Saturdays, and I take time on Saturdays really to rest, hang out with family most of the time. So I need to go up to open mat. It's something I've been wanting to do, and I think I might try, my New Year's resolution, head up there, maybe once a month to see some people I don't usually get to see, get to train with some people I don't usually get to train with, and, just kind of do that fun stuff. It's just been getting up there, Saturdays are, again, kind of a rest thing, so I don't know, I may head up there. But being able to retire this was a big deal for me. I worked hard to get that blue belt, and that's something that I feel like I earned, and, a lot of times in this day and age, we're given so many things, participation trophies and whatnot. And so I feel like I earned that blue belt, and I really feel like the blue belt for me is it's kind of like passing a test. It's like, okay, you've dedicated yourself to something, you stuck with it. I still don't know all that much. I'm definitely better. My jujitsu sense is better, and I don't know any other way to put that. But I mean, like I can move quicker. I can use my weight a little better. I can, transition. I know some techniques. My techniques so much better. I get less compliments on being strong and more compliments on being, better. Better technically, which is good. Which is definitely where you're wanting to go. But I really feel like my blue belt is a license to learn and a license to, spar with people, and tournaments are a little bit better. I really feel like it puts more pressure on you, or it does on me, to continue to perform. Because there's a lot of people that get the blue belt blues. They show up, they get their blue belt, and it's like, I'm gonna take a break. And I don't want that to be me. So I was right back in the gym. The following week after I got my blue belt, I was out hunting, so I didn't. Yeah. But came back in last week and back in this week, and continue to work hard on that. I have aspirations. I'd like to get my black belt one day. I think that would be a very cool thing if I could make that. But going from that white to blue is a big jump. And again, I think it really is a license to begin continue that learning process, but get a little deeper. And it's definitely an accomplishment. So I'm really stoked about that. The gym that I go to just doesn't give rank. It's you gotta earn it. We had a rank review. 5 guys got blue belt. That's awesome. They've been training their butts off. They've been doing competitions. They've been really working hard at being out there. And there's a bunch of people that showed up to rank review and they didn't get a stripe or a belt or nothing. So that's kind of one of those things that let you know they're not just paying because people, giving you a strike because somebody's paying. That's good, and that's what I wanted, right? I wanted to know where my skill is. So the bad about doing that for a year is I don't feel like I'm as good as the other blue belts that got their stuff. They got promoted. They've had 2 years. They've had more experience on the mat than I have. That's okay. I think again, showing up got me there. I think having being aggressive on the mat and fighting, realizing it's a fight and it's not a dance or whatever, was good for me and allowed me to take that natural tendency to want to fight and to push my desire to learn and be better forward. So that was good. I'd definitely say that, again, kind of the bad part about that is now I got to fight people that are better than me, but that's cool. It was, that's really the only bad thing about it, in tournaments. I have to start at the bottom rung again, which is where I started competing. Bottom rung. So that's cool. Definitely, like I said, it was a big confidence booster for me. It felt good. And it was fun to be able to put that out there on social media and say, hey, check it out. I learned something. So looking forward to it. Not going to stop. The benefits of jiu-jitsu are many. It is camaraderie. It is exercise. It is body chess. So you're using your mind and you're getting a workout in too. We sparred for 15 minutes this morning. I don't know if you can see, but I got a little boo-boo. Let's see. Let's turn on the light there. I got like kneed or something in the face today. And end up with some bruises on the arms and whatnot. It's a physical sport. So, sparring for, 3 5-minute rounds wore the crap out of me. Probably because I've been drinking too much the past couple weeks on vacation and put on some weight and made me huff and puff. But, it's good. Good for your mind. Good for your body. It's good camaraderie. Like I said, the people up at the gym are salt of the earth. And, it's good. Good way to start your day. There's no better way than to start your day, I think, rolling out there on the mats, because you've problem solved, you've got your brain working, you've got exercised in, and you're ready to go sit down in front of a computer and do your thing all day. So it's kind of like what I feel about that. So go do jiu-jitsu if you haven't. If you're not comfortable being touched by people, well, good. You get to learn, get out of your comfort zone. And it's definitely one of those things that you have to get out of your comfort zone for, because I was not comfortable doing that, I promise you. But I'm comfortable now. Now I can make people really awkward, at parties and whatnot. When I come up and rear naked choke them or, whatever. And they're like, oh, what are you doing touching me? And I'm like, it's no big deal, man. Just learn to like it. Anyway, okay. So y'all go out there, and if you haven't started jiu-jitsu, go find yourself a good gym. If you're not doing jiu-jitsu, that's okay. I get it. But, you should find something to do, whether, being athletic, and I think martial arts is a good way to fulfill that exercise and camaraderie thing. It's definitely just not going to the gym and punching a bag or pushing weight up. Nothing wrong with that. You should do that too. I need to do more of that. But martial arts is gives you a secondary benefit, right? It teaches discipline. It teaches patience and dedication. So that's all good stuff. So if you ever listen to Jocko and to Ryan Mickler in the Order of Man, they talk about jiu-jitsu all the time, the benefits of that, and y'all should do that. If y'all haven't checked them out, of course they're fantastic and wonderful people, so you should do that. Oh, and what the cool thing is that my kids also got a rank review up. They went from a white belt to, the kids get, it's like a tan belt with a white stripe on it. So both my 6 and 7-year-old were able to get that too, and good. They've been working for a year. Big confidence booster for them, and a lot of fun. So it's just been a good couple weeks over at the Barbarian household. So, all right. So anyway, I hope this has kind of encouraged you to keep going if you're a white belt, and if you're any of the belts and you watch this, hopefully it encourages you to continue to train as well. If you've been slacking off and not going, I hope that this has encouraged you to get back in the gym. Brandon, it's for you, bud. But get back out there, man, because you only live once, and if you're not doing the things that you love and you're not getting out there and enjoying your life, then what's the point in working and doing all the stuff, right? There's balance for everything. So make this part of your balance. All right, y'all stay uncivilized.